Greetings, family. Greetings to every one of us. Hope we all are doing great on this wonderful, glorious, lovely day once again for you and I to circle around YAHUAH'S eternal blessed throne and to just get our soul, spirits, and body, our totality, the past, right now, and future filled with YAHUAH'S eternal divine breath. People, this is the only way out. The only way out to get back whatsoever the enemy has taken away, stolen away from you, whether spiritual or physical, knowing or unknowingly. This is the only way out. The word of YAHUAH is the only way out for refreshment, retouchment, restoration. This is the only way out. The most powerful weapon, the highest weapon, the most powerful forces to get back whatsoever the enemy has taken away from you. Can I quickly blow off your mind? The most jewelry the enemy has taken away from you. What could that be? Knowledge. Knowledge is powerful, is the key. Knowledge is the key. That was what YAHUAH said. My own people are destroyed for what? For lack of knowledge. That is whatsoever you ignored, a thing that means eternal refreshment, breath for you, and you just ignore it and you are not knowledgeable about it. And that is going to bring about destruction. That is, it's going to be destroying that very thing that is so precious, needed, valuable in your life. So that's what the enemy has stolen. Ye shall know the truth. It did not say you should cast and burn, or ye shall pray, or ye shall fast. No, none of that. What? He said you have to know the truth. So what truth? You need to know. And that is your answer. Or what? Yeah, your answer to deal with. In order for you to know who you are. Just like King David. When he was away, a step away from his house, and before you knew it, the enemy sneaked in and looted everything that makes man a man. His wife, children, properties, whatever that was so precious unto the King David. The enemy came and stole all of them. So what did he do? And the royal Lord said, after he has, grieved over what the enemy has done unto him, he resolved this within his heart and said, I'm not going to log out. So what did he do? He took the word of YAHUAH. That is to say, he consulted YAHUAH. So, YAHUAH speak back unto him. He now asks YAHUAH question. Should I pursue these people? YAHUAH said, yes. Pursue them. You will overtake. You will recapture. And you will restore whatever they have stolen away from you. And it was so. That is how the word of YAHUAH works. He will travel on your behalf and begin to do those, great wonders concerning you. YAHUAH said, my eyes run to and fro upon the earth to prove, to show myself strong on the behalf of my people. So YAHUAH wants you to be knowledgeable about this very moment, about who you are, about the upcoming events. He wants you to know. And if you know that, it's going to be a purified effort and a fire of preparation. Thank you, Mab. I love you so much. I magnify you, Baba. I love you so much. Lift you high above all. You alone are worthy. Thank you for your power of the Ruach HaKodesh, your anointing. Yes, comfort, teacher, which is the Ruach HaKodesh. I thank you for living within us. I also thank you so much for your eternal word, King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, whom you also sent. Oh, I found it. Thank you, my Abba, for giving us King Yahushua HaMashiach. We say to the Abba, because you said you would never leave us without a word. And you gave us your word, King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to be with us now and unto eternity. We really do appreciate you, Abba. On the behalf of the entire house of Israel, I say thank you, thank you. Hallelujah. Love you so much. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Thank you, Abba. All right, now, family. Like I promised, we will do another one, okay? We would do another one. This one, if there is room, I will be narrating how my sister baby passed away and what happens after that one, after her passing on. Okay, especially that one is very, very, very important. Okay, I pray Abba Yahweh help me today. And today we want to talk about the paradise of Allah in another form, child bride of Allah in another form, and Allah's reward in another form. Okay, I want to talk about that in Abba Yahweh's presence. All right, so before we do that, let's call out the title, and afterwards we'll also play, because we have 3 points. Okay, we'll play our normal whatever. I like to use their own word against them. Okay, so that Islam won't be saying you put wells in their mouth. No. So we have 3 points here today. Point 1, as a child. Point 2, her blood sign. Point 3, her wifey duty. These are the 3 points. And we'll also look into their paradise. Okay. So we're going to be working with these very points. So let's call it out now. The title, like you and I know already, that title always help navigate us into holy scriptures. Like, of course, titles set the record straight, water the ground. It makes it so easy for you and I to walk through. And again, like also the points, so we'll be taking it one after the other. So it makes it so easy. The points in any message or segment, it breaks it down. Okay, it breaks it down to our understanding, so that you will know the area and the angle we are driving through. So first of all, let's call out the title. Here we are in the heavenly courtroom of Abba Yahuwah with this powerful message titled for you and me, Allah's paradise of child, breast, and vagina rewards, plus Allah's child bride sign, a blood sign, plus real wife duty. Foundational scriptures, Genesis 2:18, Proverbs 14 verses 1. So we still have more to include, but let's stick with these two as a banner scripture or foundational scriptures. So before we do that, before we go into the very first point, thank you, my Abba. This is so awesome. So I would like us to hear from the horse's mouth, okay? Because Quran said that he is the book that make things clear. Quran is saying what Allah is saying in a nutshell. You saw these child brides going on in the entire world, okay? Whether born whether Muslim or, because my father wasn't Muslim, okay, but he also did that until me at age 12, okay? Because I also see a lot of people that is not also a Muslim, they also practice this very child bride. And Quran said, if you don't know why this is going on earth, okay, why the practicing of the child bride, he said, if you don't know, Quran said, or rather Allah said, he is the one who ordained such a thing on earth. Allah said this is his signature, because he said Quran, okay, is the book that make things clear. Is this really, really clear unto you? Allah is saying all this commotion, okay, forced marriage, child bride going on. So if you don't know the originator of it, Allah said he is the one. He put his signature because he said Quran is to make that clear unto you. How is Quran making it clear unto us? Because the founder, okay, of Islam, called Muhammad, this is him, brings about this very child bride, okay, that a 54 years old man entered into a marital covenant with just 6 years old child. So this is how Allah make it so clear. Muhammad wasn't up there, but Allah revealed Aisha unto Muhammad twice in his dream. An angel carrying Aisha unto Muhammad. Okay, so Allah was busy arranging a child, 6 years old, okay, unto his 7th year on earth. So that is how he makes it so clear. Like Quran, is it not 33 verses 12? Said, Muhammad is a perfect conduct. Yes, Quran chapter 33 verses 21, I mean to say. He said Muhammad is a perfect conduct. That is, Muhammad is a role model for anyone that put their trust in Allah to follow. All right. So any Muslim man that said that they are not going to be practicing child bride, which means indirectly you are condemning Muhammad. You are just passing judgment on Muhammad. You are just rejecting the conduct of Muhammad, because you can never be better off than Muhammad. Remember, Muhammad brings about Quran. You cherish so much. The Quran, you call Holy Quran. Muhammad was the originator of that very book. Every single instruction came through Muhammad. So there's no way you can say you are better off than Muhammad. Allah chose Muhammad to be, to be his carrier of his word. So Allah that sought for Muhammad, he knew he can do it very well. He knew Muhammad is going to be speaking his very mind. He knew Muhammad was chosen for that. He knew Muhammad was perfect one. Even more perfect than any of you. According to your recitement, if you are reciting your faith in Allah, so how are you doing it? You are not just confessing only Allah. You also say, you normally include Muhammad, his messenger. Okay? That is how you are doing it. So Muhammad is Allah's deputy. Muhammad is Allah's spokesman. Muhammad is Allah's PA. To see Muhammad, or rather, Muhammad is the right hand of Allah. To see Allah, you need to pass through Muhammad. So there's no way you can say you are better now than Muhammad, who brought about this religion. So if you say you will not have sexual intercourse with just 6 years old baby, which means to say indirectly you are condemning Muhammad. So you must practice, because Quran chapter 33 verses 21 says Muhammad is your example to follow. Whatever Muhammad did in the Quran, narrated by all his high witness, okay, in hadith, you cannot tell me you will not practice it. If you say you're not going to be practicing all those things, which means indirectly you are saying, oh no, this Muhammad is filthy. So by so doing, it's like you are renouncing and rejecting your Allah and your religion. Okay, so Quran is the book that makes things clear. So now he has already made it clear unto me that this child bride war came from the heart of Allah. And it's not going to end here. Also in the paradise of Allah, you also have a lot of, all this child bride madness going on over there. All right. So with this being said, I would like us to hear from the very horse's mouth, and we will preset it. All right. Like I said, we have 3 original points, and we will not include that of the paradise. Okay. I pray that you will take absolute control. Abayewa, this is all about you. None of me at all. Every flesh in me, carnality in me, let it be decreased right now in your mighty name, and let the Ruach HaKodesh increase in me. It's all about you, Abba. You are the reason for this, because you want to redeem your people. Yeshua knows the truth, and you said that truth must set them free. For them to know, someone needs to bring it out. Exactly what you are using me to do in this very platform. In your mighty name, thank you, Abba, that your will, your heart desire has already been established in the camp of your people. That those 3 tents, 3 categories of women where Allah hold band in his kingdom by his filthy spiritual power, oh Abba Yahuwah, that at the end of the day, at the end of this segment, you will deliver us and you will help us to prevail against every truth is using to corrupt our glory, in your mighty name, that every daughter of Zion will break free. Every son of the kingdom will break free through your mercy and your compassion. In your mighty name, amen and amen. All right, now family, let's quickly hear from their, I don't know what is the imam, but the horse's mouth. Listen.
When there are signs of physical maturity, it becomes permissible for the husband in Islamic law to have marital relationships or consummate the relation with his bride.
Consummation simply means have sexual intercourse
you know what precocious puberty is?
Child.
Starting puberty unusually early. Like,
is there anything in Islam that prevents you from, a man marrying a 5-year-old that started precocious puberty?
You can arrange a marriage even as an infant, but that doesn't mean that sex is allowed.
Could a man have a marriage to a 5-year-old consummated if she started precocious puberty?
If she starts showing signs of physical maturity,
what is the sign?
Then yes, that's permissible, as I said. If there are signs
3.
So this is something that becomes biologically impossible because
I have a study that shows it goes as early as 11 months.
Well, that's something that the parents would not. See, the thing about Islamic marriage is that parents are involved at these ages, and when you look at the marriage of
okay, shut up. Mohammed P and his people be upon him. So now, the very point I want to pick from here, I think we'll still return back here again. It is the sign, okay? It said, you can also have sexual intercourse, no, excuse me, you can also go into marital covenant with infant, okay? Infant could be a baby that is just delivered right now, just right now. So right away, a husband will just come and do the necessary thing and say, this is my wife, okay? All right. So one of, first of all, what? Okay. Matthew. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. So the first point we're going to be working with, it is the sign. Or should I first of all do that? Okay, let me see how Abayewa jot it down for me. How it worked. Okay, first of all, we'll go to Matthew. All right, Matthew chapter 7, verses 15 and 16. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. You know what that is? Which is Allah, which is Muhammad. That was what they keep saying. Muhammad is the last prophet. Muhammad is this last prophet. Quran is the last revelation. That is correct. He is the last false prophet. Why Quran is the last filthy revelation from the pit of hell? Because it's the last to go. They are the last head of dragon and head of the beast. The beast has 7 heads, while the dragon also have 7 heads. Okay, 10 ons individual. Okay, so they are in the 6th, and Christian is the 6th. The 7th is Muslim. Okay, that was why I keep saying, or that is why I keep saying that Christians are the second DVD of lie playing now to the world. Islam is the last. They are the second to the last. You understand? The first is the last and the last is the first. Always remember, Ishmael is the firstborn of Papa Abraham, and Christian Mama Keturah, you can see that in Genesis 25. Christian are the last born. Okay, their Mama Keturah have large, children, 6 boys, okay? So in fact, she possessed, what am I saying? Her children was 6 sons. I don't know about girls, but sons, we had 6. Hagar was just 1. Isaac was just 1. Our mama Sarah 1. Hagar 1. But Keturah 6 boys. So they possessed the larger part of Papa Abraham's house, but still they will still be sent out. So what are we saying? First is the last, and last is the first. They are the same. They are just the same. Okay, Ishmael, Christian, they are just the same. They are just the same. That's what we are saying. So Christian is the second DVD to the last of lies, DVDs of lies playing already for the entire world to see. Should I take Matthew 7:15 again? Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. 16, ye shall know them by their fruits. Okay, so now let's go and know Allah by the fruits Allah bears. Okay, Allah have a fruit. Like Quran, I keep reading it. Should I do that again? Okay. By their fruit, ye shall knows them. Okay. I said, according to this first group, first gathering, satanic, movement. It said the only way you can know them is through the fruits they bear. So we're going to be knowing Allah now. Okay. Through these very fruits. Because Islam, or whatever Islam is keeping, or the testament of Allah. All right. So if you want to know Allah, kindly go to or look to Islam. So as soon as you see Islam, you just see Allah, right? Like in like manner Christianity. You want to know who is PJC? Kindly also look to Christianity, what they believe and what they keep. So by so doing, you will know, because Christianity is also testament of PJC. Just like I am the testament of King Yahushua HaMashiach. In like manner, Muslim are the testament of Allah. So whatsoever the Muslim or Islam is keeping, that is what Allah gave unto them. Exactly, that is who Allah is. I think I read it. I don't know if let me see if I'll be able to read it here. I read it the other one, Quran chapter 3, verses 54, said Allah is the best of all deceiver. Quran 7 verses 99 said again, Allah is the best of all deceiver. Right? And Quran 8 verses 30 said, Allah is the best of all deceiver. Okay, according to Revelation chapter 12 verses 9 said, the greatest of all deceiver deceived the entire world. It said the red dragon. And how Allah is being written in Arabic, it looks like snake. Where is this? There should, Allah, remove your hand from here, because I'm trying to see where I put this Quran, though I quote right, but I wanted to be ready from their very sources. Oh, Shandala Bosekeyaba. Where is it now? Okay. Yes. Straight. Okay. I'll be right back. All right. Since we just started, I would like to read it. Though I quoted it already. Quran 3:54. And they, the unbelievers, planned to deceive. And Allah planned to deceive the unbeliever. Allah is the best of deceivers. He said he is the... Anyways, let me not just break it down. He said he's the best, okay? Whatever, or whosoever you know before as a liar on the street, Allah said, those are just babies before me. They are learning. I do this better than they. It's the best of all deceivers, okay? Quran 7:99. Are they then saved from Allah's deception? No one feels safe from Allah's deception, except those that shall perish. But that is a lie. Allah is lying here, okay? The people that will be saved from Allah's deception will be the people that renounce and say, I will not go along with Allah. I can never accept that garbage Quran. So that is the only way you will be free. Quran 8:30. And remember, when the unbelievers plot deception against you, O Muhammad, to imprison you or kill you or expel you, they plotted deception. But Allah also plotted this deception. And Allah is the best of deceivers. Did you just get that? So before we go now to our own book, Revelation 12, okay, verses 9, said the red dragon deceived the entire world. I would like to display this one since we are here again in the camp of Allah. So this is how Allah is being written. You see the literal snake. You see how Allah is being written in Arabic, okay? So now let's go to Revelation. We are going somewhere, like where we just read. Matthew chapter 7, verses 15 and 16 said, we will know these false people, false group, false deities by their fruits. All right? So, it's not just in Allah's fruits, it's also in Allah's name. This literal snake, are you seeing this? You see the folding? And this is how Allah is being written. You see Allah behead the sword, and you see Allah's head as a snake. Are you getting something? This is huge, okay? This is really, really huge. Once you shouldn't, underestimate this because it's big. Revelation 12 now, listen. We read already from Quran, from the noble Quran, that says Allah is the best of all deceivers. Out of the mouth or two or three witnesses, testimony has already been established. That is their book, okay? Their most trusted collection from Allah, given to them by Muhammad, okay? Now I want to read Revelation 12:9. This is it. Now listen. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So Allah is right here. It's right here in our midst. Genesis 3, that old serpent. Now, another damage I want to do right now. So, I think language of the entire world, or rather countries of the entire world, should be 194 or 197. In all the languages, and that one is huge, of the entire world, but I'm going for countries, okay, to make it simple here. So, in all the language, okay, of this 194 or 197 countries, okay, Allah did not cause in any of these 94 or 97, 94, 95 or 97, one of these, okay, but only in Hebrew. Allah in Hebrew, don't go by what they say means God. Yeah, it can mean God, but the hidden truth, that's what we are saying. Allah in Hebrew simply means curse. Allah means curse in Hebrew. Allah looks like snake, like a snake in Arabic. Are you caught in the revelation? Let your antenna be high. And if your antenna is so high to the cloud, this is the only way out, that you will be reclaiming whatever they are stolen from you, knowing or unknowingly. All right? Now, in every other country's languages, Allah could meet God over there. But when you not take it down to Hebrew, the land of the Bible, the land of Mashandalabo Sendeyaba, Allah now means curse. As in what? The curse serpent in Genesis 3. Remember when we just read Revelation 12 said, that old serpent. What is he saying? He's referring you to the beginning of this deception. He's also referring you to how he did it in Genesis 3. He's a twister, is the best of all liars. And that tree of good, of the knowledge of good and evil, centered in the midst of the garden, which is the entire world today. Allah is right here. He's the best of all deceivers. He deceived Adam. He deceived the woman. He got their properties from them. Okay, so where we just read from the horse's mouth said is the best of all deceivers from Allah's word. Quran 3:54, Quran 7:99, Quran 8:30. Allah is the best of all deceivers, and our book confirms that. That old serpent, you see, it's in his words, it's also in his bragging, it's in his doings, it's also in his name. Allah is just telling you, I am the one being cursed in Genesis 3, that old serpent. Can we proceed? Are you cutting a glimpse? Is this really working in the organs? It has to. So let's proceed. So what could the other one be? By the fruit, by their fruit, Yeshua knows them. Okay, we are not yet done. Ezekiel. Let's go to Ezekiel. Remember, Allah have a throne. He also have an origin. You know how they're sneaking into Papa Abraham's life? So, Ezekiel chapter, he said, by their fruit, Yeshua knows them, okay? So, we want to know Allah by the fruit Allah is bearing. Okay, Ezekiel 29, verses 1 through 3. In the 10th year, in the 10th month, in the 20th day of the month, the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy eyes against Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and prophesy against him, and against all Egypt, all, including Ishmael, Hagar, Islam, prophesy against them. Remember, here is no more Exodus. We are already out of Exodus. In this very particular place, we were freed already from the slavery of Allah or Pharaoh. But there is still prophecy that still refers back to them. The Son of Man, okay, that personified Yahushua, says, Yahweh said unto him, prophesy against the king of Egypt, Pharaoh, and all the Egyptians, spiritual Egyptians or Islam. Listen, 3. Speak and say, thus saith Yahweh Elohim, behold, I am against thee, king, I am against thee, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, the great red dragon, the great dragon that lieth in the midst of his rivers, which hath said, my river is my own, and I have made it for myself. River is people. River is people. See Revelation 17, verses 1 and verses 15. For that river is people. Now what is it saying? What is about Pharaoh, the king of Egypt? I'm against you. Red dragon. Allah. All right. So before we unlock this, we are knowing Allah by Allah's fruit, okay? So let's proceed quickly now to Exodus. It said, I'm against you, okay? Pharaohs. It said, prophesy against Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and all Egypt. Prophesy against them. And meanwhile, we were already out when this prophecy of a thing came through the mouth of a holy prophet of Abba Yahuwah. We were already out. We were no longer in the bondage of Egypt, okay? No, Pharaoh. So what is Abba Yahuwah saying? The spirit that possessed Pharaoh. The spirit that walked with Pharaoh. There's a spirit that used Pharaoh to enslave people. That same spirit is still alive today. It's in our midst. He bragged and said, I'm the best of all deceiver. And no one do this thing more than me. He carries, or rather have PhD when it comes to twisting of the scriptures. You will see what they say. That Judah, we are the one who goes to the cross. Messiah, Allah flew who? In Quran chapter 4, verses 157 through 158. That is how he's doing it. He's a twister. Right in Genesis. That old serpent Now listen. Exodus chapter 12, verses 12 as well. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both men and beasts, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am Yahuwah. Pharaoh. So what happens over here? Why are we here? We are here to unfold, unravel, unlock the hiding place of Allah. Okay? Are you getting something? You have to. You must. This is life-saving message. And this is a message that purifies from the inner. And by so doing it, once again, we are dancing in the head of Allah. Rather, I am dancing in the head of Allah because I know who is Allah. So what are we saying? I'm against you, Professor, against Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and all Egypt. And the gods of Egypt. This is the gods of Egypt. Also do your common research. Do your common found this. You're going to be seeing in Egypt, they normally worship Virgina. In Egypt, what they worship over there, it is simply Virgina. I think the day I will go more in details in Allah's paradise, what happened to Joseph. I will be narrating that. I don't want to bring that in so that I will be able to read or rather focus on these 3 or 4 points. So for their paradise, I will just do it lightly. But my focal point is the 3 points Abayiwa jotted through my hand for us. Okay, so now it's by their fruit ye shall know them. We see already who is Allah. The royal call him red dragon. You know what is red? Remember their signs. Now I want to proceed now into their sign. The very sign, excuse me, I rebuke you, Allah, in Yahweh's mighty name. But take absolute control. It is all about you. Every busybody demon, Abayewa hold them bound. Every noisome demon, Abayewa press their neck in your mighty name. Every flying devil, spiritually and physically, by Yahuwah in your mighty name, break their neck and bring them all to the total obedience of your word. Yahushua, you said, speak the word. Devil cannot stand. Let it be so in your mighty name. Abayewa, don't give them a twisted yes. Let me speak by the tongues of your fire in your mighty name. So now, the red dragon, you see the cursed serpent in Genesis 3, and Allah said he was that old serpent. He's the best of all deceiver. He started deceived angel. Revelation 12:9 said he flew down, or rather Revelation 12:5 said this red dragon deceived toward part of angels, holy angels. He flew them down here through his tail. Uncleanness. He used vain deceit, vain promise to deceive angels, holy angels, and bring them down to Poto, to the mound. And those are the one we call demons today. They were once angel. Now, right in Genesis 3, he started this deception. And if you see damages Allah is about to do through this very thing we call deception. Get your house ready. It's the nature of this segment. So, we see already, it's in his character, it's in his words, it's in his name. The cursed serpent. Allah is saying, yes, he is the one that received curses from Genesis 3. Another bargain. How do we know? Blood, the red dragon, the red beast, they are red. What is red according to our book? All right? Because Quran chapter 10 verses 94 said Muslim should come to inquire of us. If they don't understand Torah, he said they should come and ask us. And he said, Allah said he sent Muhammad to confirm Torah. To confirm Torah, the Tanakh. Okay? He said, if Muslim is not getting it, they should come to us. And we will make it broad, clear unto them. All right? So, I want to make it clear now unto you. Because Muhammad only came to pervert our literature. Okay, our intellectual property. The royal law is our inheritance. Muhammad only came to pervert it, okay? He only came to twist it. Muhammad BBL our book. A lot of surgery Muhammad did to our book. He took it and removed it from its original state. He now began to BBL it. He now began to do surgery. He now began to do retouching. That's exactly what Muhammad did. Nothing absolutely new in Quran. Just take our Bible and pervert it. That's it. So, though Allah said the royal law, He said Muhammad to confirm it. So, let's see now. I bet you what? Take absolute control in your mighty name. So now He said, can we play that again for a better understanding? I think we'll be doing that before we start reading. Before we start, how come a thing that is a cause in Genesis 3, and Allah said that is His own sign?
When there are signs of physical maturity, it becomes permissible for the husband in Islamic law to have marital relationships or consummate the relation with his bride. And this is the example of the Prophet, peace be upon him.
Do you know what precocious puberty is?
Starting puberty unusually early. Like,
is there anything in Islam that prevents you from,
So what is the sign? When the girl entered her menstrual cycle. When the girl started seeing blood, Allah said that is the criteria of a womanhood, adulthood for him. All right? So that is what Allah said. Now, how can this be? A thing, that's blood in Genesis 3 was a cause. I say this expose is everywhere in Allah. Allah cannot, hide anywhere. Let me see. Where is the scripture? Where is the scripture? Where is the scripture? We read that already. Remember, Allah is red dragon. Isaiah. Okay, first of all, let's do Isaiah. Okay, you heard. Should I replay? I really have time today. Should I replay that part, or is it clear that the sign of Allah's maturity of a woman, we don't know that of a man. We are just here for the women, the last born of Abba Yahuwah, because somebody is hurting her. And the sign of Allah of maturity, womanhood, wifey products, or wife material right now, due for marriage, is only when she started seeing blood. Isaiah chapter 1 verses 18. Come now and let us reason together, saith Yahuwah. Though your sin is as scarlet, they shall be white as snow. Though they are red like crimson, they shall be as wool. So, sin, blood simply means sin. Go and read Mark chapter 5. Okay, you will see that woman of issue of blood. Everybody rejected her, including the physician, whom took every single penny in her heart, and they were unable to stop that blood for a whole 12 years. Okay, her husband ran away because now she became unclean. Remember, our own, because Allah said, if Muslim is not getting it, they should come to us, we, the people of the book, and we will begin to unlock the mystery of Torah unto them. So, we are discussing about Torah. And Allah said, His logo, His signs of a woman maturity has to be when she enter her menstrual cycle. That is when she enter puberty. Okay, puberty is not, in fact, including secular word. Puberty is not woman's maturity. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Oh, this apple. Oh, it's making sign to wrap. Okay, I will wait. And let me wait According to the royal law, you have to wait till she's 20. And according to the secular world, you have to wait till she's 18. But Allah, is it so? Because a lady I was making her for, she's now in UK, her own daughter entered her puberty, I think age 6 or 7. And she told me, according to Allah, right away, she's wrapped already. But you will give me mouth to speak. What I've seen in Allah. Oh, wait. En me mi Allah mi vagbona. Oh, wait, oh. En me mi Allah mi vagbona. Oh, wait. Iwe ni me mi Allah mi vagbona. Oh, wait, oh. En me mi Allah mi vagbona. Oh, wait. I said, what I saw in Allah is too strong. What I saw in Allah in my life is just too strong. En me Allah mi vagbona. Oh, wait. En me Allah mi vagbona. Oh, wait. It's too strong, eh? Whoo! Demon hiding in the place site. So now we see, according to the royal law, said, blood is a sin. We read that already. So Leviticus 15, this one describes how it works. This Tanakh, okay, this Torah, we are not in the New Testament because that one is their enemy. So I'm just in Torah, okay, to confirm what Allah also said. And Muhammad also said in a place, some place in Quran, I forgot the chapter, that when something happens, he said they should bring Torah unto him, the Tanakh, which is the Old Testament, bring it unto him. And Muhammad now swear by Torah. He said, because Allah, you know the area Muhammad came to confirm? The Folly Kingdom, polygamy. He said he came to confirm the royal law. The Folly Kingdom, he's just confirming the Folly Kingdom, okay? There's no way, not even one passage, whereby Abba Yahweh said that a man should marry 2 wives, multiply wives, not even one. Though our old papa that practiced that nonsense for the kingdom, Abba Yahweh never hold it against them because the kingdom is falling already. But if you want to know the very mind of Abba Yahweh about marital covenant, how our bed should be led, check it out from the very beginning of it. Genesis 2:18, just one man, just one wife. That's it. Now let's see Leviticus chapter 15, verses 19 through 25 or so. If a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh, being blood, she shall be put apart 7 days, and whosoever toucheth her shall be unclean until the evening. Remember, the logo, the sign, the criteria of Allah maturity is blood. But Abba Yahweh, or is it so that when you begin to see that blood, say, just put that away from her side. Don't enter the holy side. Don't enter the temple because now you are filth. What is pouring out from your vagina? Who put it there? What is the meaning of that? It's a curse. Listen, 20. Everything that she lieth upon, everything, when you are seeing your blood, everything that she lieth upon in her separation shall be unclean. Everything also that she sitteth upon shall be unclean. Wherever she sits. And I saw this in my father's house. Not just my father's house, in Edo, wherever, a custom. When woman is seeing blood, you are not allowed to cook for your husband. No, because they say you are unclean. I saw this in my father's house. You are unclean. Because they said that blood flow, you will use it to spoil power. If you cook, you will use it to spoil power. It's going to be destroying power. Okay? So women that is so traditional, there, when I'm in my menopause already, when I was seeing blood, they always tell me, please, when you're in your menstrual cycle, don't put hand on my head. Then I will know, okay, fine. So then when I'm really saying it, I will just let her know, because It is her faith. So I'm not against her. Whatever she believes is her problem. Okay? So, I saw that if up to now and until whatever, Benin still, follow that instruction that when a wife is seeing blood, you are unclean. But what are we saying? Allah said that is a criteria unto him for you to know that this child is ripe already for marriage. 21. Whosoever toucheth, okay, and whosoever toucheth her bed shall wash her clothes. If you touch where the bed where she sleeps, you use your hand to touch, you must go. It said, what said 21? Whosoever toucheth her bed shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. You're gonna remain unclean, okay? And whosoever toucheth anything that she sat upon shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. 23. And if it be on her bed or on anything whereon she sat, when he toucheth it, it shall be unclean until the evening. And if any man lie with her at all, that is her husband, she lay in the bed where she also lay herself, and her flowers be upon him, he shall be unclean 7 days, a whole 7 days, and all the bed whereon she lieth shall be unclean. And if a woman have an issue of her blood many days out of the time of her separation, or if it turn beyond the time of her separation, all the days of the issue of her uncleanness shall be as the days of her separation. She shall be unclean. Every bed whereon she lieth, all the days of her issue shall be unclean, shall be unto her as the bed of her separation. When you are seeing it, I saw this in the West here. She said, whatsoever she sat upon shall be unclean, has the uncleanness of her separation. 27. And whosoever toucheth those things shall be unclean, and shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. And if she be cleansed of her issue, then she shall number to herself 7 days, and after that she shall be clean. And on the 8th day she shall take unto her two tours or 2 young pigeons, and bring them unto the priest to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the priest shall the priest is going to be doing that. 31. And thus shall ye separate the children of Israel from their uncleanness, that they die not in their uncleanness when they defile my tabernacle that is among them. Are you getting it? So what is making them? Not that they went to lie or to steal, to fornicate. No. When she is seeing blood, she remains unclean. She must be put away. That was why that woman of issue of blood for a whole 12 years, she be put away. Everybody ran away from, because now she's unclean. So what is causing that blood flow? You think that is a criteria for pregnancy? Is a cause in Genesis 3. Because uncleanness enter us, which is the Allah himself. Now let us rush down to 20, I think verses 90 or 18. Let's see what YAHUAH has to say over there. And if a man shall lie with her, having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he hath discovered her fountain, and she hath uncovered the fountain of her blood, and both of them shall be cut off from among their people. That when woman is even going through, say, what call it sickness. You used to remember the woman of issue of blood? The whole 12 years, it was her sickness. And when she seen that, her husband go in unto her, he said, both of you have done wickedly. You must be thrown out. You must be put away. When a man break, now, let me differentiate it. When a man break the seal of a woman, virgin, that one is the blood of life. It's oneness covenant. But you see this one that nothing touch your private part, everybody will just pour out. It's unclean. It's unclean. But what are we saying? Allah said to him, is cleaning, is clean. That is his own sign of maturity. Are you getting this? Do you see how twisted Allah has become? So crooked and twisted. How come that is Allah, you gave credit, okay, through Muhammad unto our book. Muhammad sworn by our book. Muhammad judged case by our book. And you say Torah, okay, is to confirm that if Muslim is not getting it, they should come unto us. And this is the Torah I'm using to, expose Allah's sign for maturity. Allah, you're not going to be denied this, isn't it? Now, Genesis 3. Let's go to where YAHUAH himself led that cause. He says it's a cause. I'm going to greatly multiply your pain in thy conception because you have done wickedly. Now, Genesis 3, this is where the cause is. And remember, Allah has already taken his own part, his own, or rather the cause YAHUAH laid on him. Allah accept that with good faith. That is why it's on his name. He means in the holy language, in Hebrew, Allah simply means cause. So Allah took that upon himself, just like we also took our own upon ourselves. What could that be? Mezra Seko is a cause. Allah accepted that judgment. We also accepted the judgment. And they may also accepted the judgment. How? He said, by the sweat of your face, you must take care of the family. And you will return back to dust. Because dust you are, and dust you will become. So everybody accept it. The only one we are running away from is the second death. We still suffer. We still work, which is a curse. So everybody just take their own share from the curse. Because that was YAHUAH's sentence. Nobody can undo that until eternity set in. And some will enter, we go into eternity with this cause like Allah and his people. So let's see. Genesis 3:14. And YAHUAH Elohim said unto the serpent, remember Allah is serpent, okay? You see his beheaded sword and you see his mouth is about. We are not the one that carved this out. This is how Allah is being written in Arabic. What else do you still need? You have no excuses, eh? You don't really have excuse. No way out. You can say, hey, they deceived me. No way. Because Allah put himself for you to see. It's in his name. This is how Allah is being written in Arabic. In Hebrew, Allah means cause. As in what they call snake in Genesis 3. This is his cause. In your belly shall that go. Is Allah's name not rolling on the ground? You see his beheaded sword. Is Allah's head not really? He have a head. Just look at how forward it is. Snake. Snake. Genesis 3. I take 14. Eni me mi ala mi baba owe gbegbe. Eni me mi ala mi va gbo me owe gbegbe o. Owe gbegbe. Owe gbe se me gbe o. Ona we gbegbe. Owe gbe. Owegbe ogele wegbe o ememi ala mi va gbon me owegbe. I say what I see in Allah in my life. It's too strong. It's even stronger than me. Owegbe. Owegbe, Baba. Owegbe. Ah, Yahuwah, my father. This one is too strong. Genesis 3:14. And Yahuwah Elohim said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, above every beast of the field. Abba, you will take absolute control. Remove every single tricks of Allah away from this message in your mighty name. I not bring it down. In your mighty name, I take it again. And Yahuwah Elohim said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. Upon thy belly. Is Allah's name really on the ground? 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman. How come now? I have so much on this segment. Yahuwah said, both of you must be enemy. But, to my amazement, woman is the best thing that has ever happened to Allah. Women is Allah glory, Allah pride, Allah strength, Allah power. Remember, woman is a helper. I don't want to go ahead of myself. I have so much. I have just too much. Fully loaded. My brain is calculate 247. Okay. Now let's read 15. And I will put empty between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. He shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Okay. This is the only message. This is the only one that's going to undo Allah on earth. 16. Which is Yahushua HaMashiach. 16. Unto the woman, say our own. He said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and the desire shall be thy husband, and he shall rule over you. You know, when the woman saw the snake, she now said, oh, this tree of the knowledge of good and evil is so beautiful. And it's a tree to make one wise. She not desire it. You can't, a married woman can't desire another man and simply rule over her. Abaywana said, no way, you will desire your husband, reverse it. And your husband is the one to rule over you. Your husband is your crown. Allah is not your crown. Okay, right away, you want to reverse that course. But still, Allah did not let women go. You see, a thing, how come? A thing, the royal law said, is a curse. Is Abiyahu's judgment on women for giving in to serpent. How come that same curse, judgment, is not Allah sign of maturity, of womanhood, of wifehood, of ready to serve a man? How come? Think about this. Is there any ringy bear? Think about it. Maybe you can also get your own vision from this because it's so big. How come? How come? How can this be? Is this coincidence? Allah took our judgment and gave it to his own children as a sign. Whether he's like the one he said, a precaution, a puberty. That is when women begin to see, or a child, like that lady I just quoted, just 6 or be 7. Her daughter entered into a menstrual cycle. So, to Alana, that is a woman. But to Abayahua is a curse. Is a curse. Because Abayahua never designed in our original state. And you're going to be seeing that in the new kingdom because marriage is for all eternity. Abayahua never designed a woman that you first of all has to pour out blood before conception can take place. No. Rather, Abayahua is pushing out the blood pollution out of the way for him to plant seed, for a husband to plant seed. Okay, that is the blood pollution. It's uncleanliness. But Allah said that is his own criteria of womanhood. Of a woman is ripe to serve a man. Do you see how twisted this has? Allah also put it in Quran 65 verses 4. Okay, that is the madness of Allah. That when a man divorces a wife, that wife ought to wait for 3 months before another one can enter there. So why do Allah put that, stipulation? In order for the woman or the new man in her life to be sure that she did not bring pregnancy from her previous marriage. He said, those who also passed menopause already, they are still bambanging. Those who is still seeing their menstrual cycle, including those who have not yet reached puberty. So Allah just mixed everything, all these 3 categories of women. Allah just blend all together that their waiting period is 3 months. So in a nutshell, Allah is saying you can bang a child even though she is not yet reached puberty. You can just bang her and also got divorce her. So for another man to also come into that child not yet reach puberty, so the man also needs to wait. A child that is not yet reach puberty, a man can use a dumper. Another one can also come, start or carry, or begins, okay, from where the other ones stop. This is a babies. Allah is describing babies over here to be used and dumped for another one to take over. That child also needs to wait just 3 months for another one to step in. Only 3 months is the holidays Allah gave until broken marriage. Okay, just 3 months. Not 3 years for you to recollect, for you to, to re-enrich yourself, for you to come out from the shackles of divorce. No. Allah said just 3 months. Another one can also come there. Even me Allah me awegbe o baba. Even me Allah me vagbon me awegbe. Iye. Even me Allah me awegbe o. Even me Allah me vagbon me baba awegbe. Awegbe oredemata. Awegbe gele. Awegbe iwo awegbe ebome ona awegbe oh. What I see. What is this? How do we get here? How do we? How? So, what are we doing? I'm just creating awareness about this religion. I'm not here. I'm not doing it for gossip. I'm not doing it for gossip. I'm not doing it for sensational. I'm just doing it to create awareness that this needs to go out, that people needs to be told, people needs to hear, people needs to know. Because you know why we are doing this? This is about to become universal. That is their own paradise. Okay, so now let's listen.
When there are signs of physical maturity, it becomes permissible for the husband in Islamic law to have marital relationships or consummate the relation with his bride. And this is the...
So consummate the relation, which means for a husband to enter there and bang bang. What is the physical sign? Once again, blood. Remember, in the traffic lights, okay, so what is the sign of danger? What is the sign of destruction? What is the sign of accident? That when it shows red, you say, don't go. It's danger. danger. Allah said in his own case, it is maturity. In our hot water over here, we in abroad, also in Nigeria, because my house also pipe hot and cold. Of course, now we have the machine now to make the water hot. So what is also the sign, also in abroad here? What is the sign of hot water? Red. They will mark it out red. Danger. Danger. Do you see how twisted and crooked Allah has become? Are you getting that? So let's proceed. Now we are going to the second phase. Baba awegbe o. Emni ala mi magbon me awegbe o. Ona wegbe o baba. Ona wegbe. Ona wegbe. Ona wegbe o. Shandela bosiki too strong. All right now to the second phase. It talks about child bride, okay? Child bride. We just established the sign of Allah's maturity. To us, according to Muhammad or Allah, to the book, he himself confirmed and gave credit to, but these are their confirming it. To make link of fire like heaven. This is a cause, but Allah said it's maturity. This uncleanness, Allah said it is a holiness unto him. Your food has prepared, we're ready for you to eat. Allah will just serve it unto you. YAHUAH said no to him. Red beast, red dragon, that old serpent is still doing it again. Who deceived the whole world? Quran 3:54 said Allah is the best of all deceivers in this planet. Quran 7:99 said Allah is the best of all deceivers in this planet. And Quran 8:30 said Allah is the grandpa of all deceivers here on earth. And Revelation 12:9 said he deceiveth the whole world. That old serpent. Genesis 3. In Hebrew, Allah simply means cause, as in the cause serpent. Allah took his own part. We took our own part. The men took their own part. Everybody take their own share from YAHUAH judgment. It sentenced all of us. And the one that is hurting me now, our sentence, Allah said that is his own sign. Are you getting it? This is deep. Come on now. This is so deep. Now, Romans, let's proceed now to the other face of Allah madness. Now, listen. Allah maturity, it is when, or rather, Allah's child, the part of Allah's child, what Allah know as a child, not what you know, not what I know, not what YAHUAH'S know, or in the entire world, not what they know. So, what Allah know as a child will be until blood comes out. So when blood comes out, you are no more child. You are just adult. But if you are not yet seeing blood, menstrual cycle, puberty, therefore Allah say you are a baby. But still will bang you. Have you ever seen yourself in a dream, someone sleeping, having sexual intercourse with you? These are they. And these are they are doing. Now listen. So let's see what the royal law has to say. Romans 13 verses 1 through 7. Let every soul, listen, let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. For there is no power but of YAHUAH. The powers that be are ordained of YAHUAH. So what is it saying? The authority. Okay. YAHUAH said he ordained of course now, is the creator of the earth. 2. Whosoever therefore resists the power, resists the ordinances of YAHUAH, and they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. He said, when you oppose the authority, when I passed out a law, but there are laws I cannot keep. Come on now. I use prayer to change that. Just like Adasa, Queen Adasa in Esther chapter 2, whom you call Esther. Chapter 2 or 3, no, chapter 4. She used fasting and prayer to rewrite the laws of Babylon and said, no, this is minus me. I can't obey the laws of homosexual. I can't obey the day they call gay pride. No, I won't be. I won't never. I can't. It's a curse. All right. But any other one that does not apply to me, that is not defiling the word of Abba Yahuwah, of course I obey. I obey it. I'm a law-abiding citizen. Okay? Because Abba Yahuwah make it so. Now, so let's keep reading. 3. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. You know, the authority always go after criminals, you know, assassinate and all that. With thou then not be afraid of the power. You're not going to be afraid of rulers to do that which is good. So you're not going to be refraining from breaking the laws of the land. And thou shalt have praise of the same. It said, therefore, when you begin to keep, turn yourself, or you make yourself rather law-abiding citizen, therefore the authorities, they're going to be praising you and say, wow. Verses 4. For he is the minister of Yahuwah to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. Abba Yahuwah said, that authority, it is not having it in vain. If you do evil, sorry, they will come for you. For he is the minister of Yahuwah, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. And that is the reason for praising. And that is the reason for execution. Are you getting it? That is the reason for execution. He that came by sword we will die by sword. 5 now. Therefore ye must need to subject, not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake. You know what you are doing is bad. Come on now, let your heart judge you. 6. For this cause pay ye tribute also, for they are Yahuwah's attendee. For they are Yahuwah's minister. He said the authority of police, attending continually upon this very thing. You know, they do it continually. Render, therefore, to all their dues. Tribute to whom tribute is due. Custom to whom custom. Fear to whom fear. Honor to whom honor. That is how Abba Yahuwah settled this case. So why are we here? Allah is a lawbreaker. Because the law of the land, whereby Abba Yahuwah said we should obey the laws of the land. Okay, so what is the law of the land? Prior to this very phase we are digging into, we are trying to discover phase of marital covenant. Okay, taking that covenant. So what is the law of the land says? Legal, 18 years old. Now, that of Abba Yahuwah, it is simply 20 years of age. When the man gets to 20 years of age, Abba Yahuwah said, now they are matured, ready to serve as an army in the land of Israel. Now, for a wife, of course, you must be aged 20 because you also ready to serve your husband. Building your husband wonderful kingdom. You're going to be serving him, take care of his children, and take care of him. Therefore, you must not be a child. You must be a woman, 20 years of age. Now, the law of the land said 18 years of age. Now, let's quickly do that same. Romans chapter 1, verses 20. I read, for the visible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. Remember, he said, of the authorities, Abba Yahuwah said they are his minister. Be understood by the things that are made. You're going to be understanding the spiritual through this very physical one we are seeing. Or rather we can access, we have access to. Is our teacher, is our principal. Okay? It's going to be giving us insight about the one, the spiritual authority we can see. Should I take it again? Romans 1 verses 20. For the visible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. So this one is very broad. Be understood by the things that are made. You're going to be understanding it, the rules and the regulations of Abba Yahuwah, how this thing, or the functioning system of Abba Yahuwah, governing system, through the very one we are seeing physically. Okay, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. So you have no excuse, okay, to say I wasn't aware or I was not told. Come on now. Now what are we saying? Why are we here again? Now Abba Yahuwah said, for we to get the clarity of the age of a woman before she can enter into her service to serve her husband. He said, if we are not getting it, so we should also go to the authority that the visible one, the very one he gave unto the authority, that one is going to help navigate us unto his own. Okay, Abba Yahuwah said 20. And the authority said 18. Fine. That is not bad at all. What about he that said 5 or 6 or 7 or 6? Allah is a lawbreaker. Out of the mouth or 2 or 3 witnesses, testimony has already established. Abba Yahuwah said 20. The law of the land said 18. Allah said 6. Allah said his own sign of maturity, age 6. His own sign of marital covenant, just 6 years. But the law of the land said 18. And Abba Yahuwah said to understand his own, learn from the law of the land. And we'll see from the from that of Abba Yahuwah is age 20. So what are we saying? How can Allah explain himself about this? How is Allah going to be defending himself? Because I was so drag you, in Yahweh's mighty name. Now, Quran, like I said, 10 verses 94, make it so clear that Allah sent Muhammad to come and confirm Torah. Now, Quran 4:26 said, Quran is the book that makes things clear. So, what is it saying? Is Allah judgment, or rather Allah ordination, or Allah rules and regulation, laws about marital covenant supersede that of the law of the land and that of Abba Yahuwah? How can we trash 2 judgments, or rather 2 laws, for just 1? One is so insufficient to judge, but we can judge by 2. That of Abba Yahuwah and that of the law of the land. Allah bypassed these 2 and now said his own is just age 6. So are we going to be taking this Allah serious? Or should we take stone in our hand and stone this Allah to the eternal link of fire in Yahweh's mighty name? So let's proceed. Let me see. Okay, we're going to be reading this. I'm going to be reading this. Oh, my Father, please come down and manifest your power. Oh, Yahuwah, come down and manifest your power. Yahuwah, please come down. Come and manifest your power. Yahuwah, come down and manifest your power. Abba, what you said, the knowledge of you is going to cover the entire world as the water covereth the sea. And that is my prayer, that you should come down and manifest your power. So let's put some more. Sahih Bukhari, book 7012. That is 70:12. Hear what Allah said, or rather, Allah spokesman, Allah deputy, Allah PA, which is Muhammad. Allah's messenger said to me, you were shown to me twice in my dream. Before I married you, I saw an angel carrying you in a sleeking piece of cloth, and I said to him, uncover her, and behold, it was you. I said to myself, if this is from Allah, then it must happen. Did you get that? So Muhammad did not also do it by his own lust, but he was just sleeping. Allah began to commune with him and said, do you know what? I want to bless you. I want to favor you with baby. 6 years. Remember, the law of the land said 18, legal, legit. And Abba Yahuwah said 20, legal, legit. That is the stamp of Abba Yahuwah. But Allah said to him and by him, not so. I disagree. It is baby children. I don't know. For that 9 whole years, how did Muhammad handle that? How did Muhammad sleep in the night? So Muhammad carried pennies, penetrate a child. How can that be? Really? I'm not getting it. It scared me. So scary. How did you do these things? How did you put it together? Where's your conscience? Now, by the laws of the land, when you rape, you'll still go in for it. If you talk to minor, not that you rape, you are trying sexually, you are trying to lure her into filthy, dirty talk, you go in for it. How come? Allah is so cool. And Muhammad was so cool. They dance along each other and sleeping with babies. What? Is this not heartbreaking? Tell me now, is this not hurting your heart? Because my heart is like a fire on it. It's hurting me. Because I'm scared. If a child is not spared, then who are we? Now, Matthew, let's see. The author of life. We are in the second phase of this very segment of a woman's adulthood. We reviews that of Abba Yahuwah is age 20, and that of the law of the land is age 18. And if you go beyond that, the authority will come after you and put you in jail. But that of Allah is just 6. Is this not breaking your heart? Now listen, Matthew, chapter 19, verses 13. Then were there brought unto him little children, that he should put his hands on them. Allah said he's going to be putting his penis on children. Children need guidance from their papa. Children need divine protection from their papa. Their papa is a wall of defense and protection for children. But Allah Yahuwah stole children and used it there for adulthood pleasure. Use it there for adulthood enjoyment. What are you doing with child, Muhammad? What business do you have with a child? Listen, Matthew 19:13. Then were there brought unto him little children, that he should put his hands on them and pray. And the disciple rebuked them. Listen now. The disciple said, no. Please. We are serious, and this is not children's, Leave the Messiah alone. Now see what the Messiah did. 14. But Yahushua suffered little children. But Yahushua said, suffer little children, and forbid them not to come unto me, for of such is the kingdom of heaven. And he laid his hand. Okay, NIV said, don't stand in the ways of children. Don't hinder children coming to me, because theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Do you see how precious children are before the author of life? Muhammad is like a Messiah unto Islam, because he is the perfect conduct, according to Quran chapter 33 verses 21, perfect conduct for Muslims to follow. That is to say, Muhammad is an example for all Muslims to follow. Look at what he did. See how he naked himself, including unbelievers stoning him. And you say, Muslim, you're not going to be doing that? Are you not better off than Muhammad? Joshua said, let me quickly do this through NIV. Don't stand in the ways of children. Bring them, say, he ushers them, bring them unto me. He laid his hand and he prayed for them. That is the relationship Yahushua was having with children. The founder of Islam, Muhammad, what was his relationship with children? Now let's read NIV. Matthew chapter 13 through 16. And the little children, the little children and Yahushua, then little children were brought to Yahushua for him to place his hands on them and pray for them. But the disciple rebuked those who brought them. 14. Yahushua said, let the children come to me and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as this. 15. When he had placed his hand on them, he went on his way. Okay, did you get it? So this Yahushua relationship with, because he knew they need his prayer and they also need his hand to be reviewed. Remember Jabez. That is 2 Chronicle 10 verses 4. Also, no, rather 2 Chronicle chapter 4 verses 9 and 10. Verses 10, Jabez prayed, let your mighty hand be on me, that this evil will not torment me any longer. Jabez simply means sorrow, though he was more honorable than all his brethren, but his mama named him Jabez because he was born in sorrow. So Jabez's request for the mighty hand of Abiyah to be revealed, to be placed on him, that this evil will not cause him no more pain. And it was so. Did you get that? And Isaiah 53 verses 1 or so said, who believe our report? To whom who believe our report, the mighty hand of Abiyah is being revealed. Who is the mighty hand of Abiyah? It's Yahushua. The mighty hand of Abiyah, it is simply Yahushua HaMashiach revealed. Okay, so this is what is going on here? Okay, I'm coming. Okay, now Muslim. When women come up to 20, 30, what are you going to be calling such people old women? If a womanhood is only 6, so what about those women in their 30s, 20s, 30s, 40, 50? What are you going to be calling their grandma? Yes, of course, you're going to be saying they're very old. 20 years is so old. Now you say old person, old woman before you. Okay, so let's read one final to go before we now look into the duty Allah put on children as a wife. Okay, as a wife. Okay, I think I'll be using this one. NIV, okay. Matthew chapter 18 from verses 1 through 11 or so. The greatest in the kingdom of heaven at that time, the disciple came to Yahushua and asked, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? 2. He called a little child and had him stand among them. 3. And he said, I tell you the truth, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Why Yahushua wants to illustrate the way, okay, to heaven. When you begin to see yourself as an adult, it says you are not coming in. What does adults do? And what is the character of children? They remain in their innocence. Ah, baby, come over here. Give me what I will say. Yes, mama. Okay, where are you? Please, can you send me some fruit? Okay, mama. Oh, I need cold water. Okay, mama. That is child for you. They don't have that ability to say, to rebel. That is why Allah is attacking children. Before they come up of age, it will quickly, steal them away. Because he knew if they become an adult, there's going to be resistance, okay? The child is going to be, I'm not going nowhere. How dare you? Are you the one to dictate for me? The child is going to be, exchanging words with their parents. So before they could come or realize or acquire that knowledge, that ability, they would just sneak in and quickly give them away at their earlier age. They will say, okay. Except the one, I say, like, what they call her? Is it Mariam? This one happened in Nigeria about a few years ago. Amina was just age 14. And they are also Muslim. The papa and her mama sold her away unto an old mother. Also have 3 wives. He had 4 before. One died. So he still need to do the oblations of Allah according to Quran, chapter 4, verses 24. So is it 24? Allah gave go ahead. No, excuse me. It should be 4. Oh my Abba. Is it verses 4? 3 and 4. Whereby Allah said Muslim should do 4 wives. Okay, 4 wives. 4 wives. Alright. So he did 4, but 1 died. Therefore, he now said he needs to replace to fulfill the commandment of Allah. What Allah has said. He now went for Amina. Amina just, followed them. Okay. They stopped her from school. Amina followed this man. When she got there. So the man was celebrating the arrival of a new bride child. What did Amina do? She went to go and buy snapper or tapia and pour it and dish it out for them. Gave unto the man, the bastard, to the first wife, and 2 of the so-called husband siblings or uncle. All 4 died. Amina commit murder age 14. Because she not come to realize and said, no, you're not going to keep raping me. No, for this pain to continue in my life, you stop me from my childhood that I should grow to that knowledge of myself to discover my true identity. You stop me on the way. I will also stop you. You shall not proceed. I will send you to your earlier grave. Amina sent 4 people. A child of 14 years old, she killed 4. And the Islamic law took it upon themselves and say they are going to crucify Amina. The entire one has stood for Amina. A lot of international organizations have stepped in and said, no way, she's a child. You cannot. This one, she acted in her own defense. It's a child. She acted this. She's not a criminal. She's not just a criminal. She's not a terrorist. But this child acted in her own defense because she needs peace and she needs freedom. I think they kept her in prison for 2 whole years. 2 whole years. This happened in Nigeria. In northern Nigeria. Islamic world. The word of Islam. Okay. So a lot of organizations, international organizations follow up. So the matter, a lot of, journalists, okay, followed it up. They blew it on air, and that caught a lot on air, and that caught a lot of international organizations to step in. Everybody were protesting. They said she must die. No. There is no law for a child that do such a thing because this child acted in her own defense. You can't crucify her. You can't. They just keep passing death on her. They just keep sentencing her. No way. They will take lawyer. A lot of lawyers volunteer to fight that case. So many. They are with the international organization. Amina is with them for security reasons. After 2 years, the judge have no option rather than to free her because she acted in her defense. So what happened to the 4 people she murdered in their cold blood? That serves them right. Because she's not said, if you becoming a stubby block, your own, I will also do likewise unto you. So that is the hunger of a child that one needs not to be, underestimated, not overlooked. If not, if you do, sorry, you won't know. You can't see how far they will go. That is going to be blindness on your part. Who thought Amina have that capacity, that ability to murder 4 people? He killed them. While they were celebrating her arrival to her husband's house, she said, sorry, I will mix it up with sorrow. You bastard that call yourself a husband. You are first of all to go. Sorry, he also served his first wife. So that's it. So let's read. So Yahushua said we must develop that attitude of children. You see how he loves children? Keep using them to illustrate the journey of heaven. I read 3 already. And he said, I tell you the truth, unless you change and become like little children, you will never, not maybe, 4 I read, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. 4, therefore, whosoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. You see what it says? And also, why? How? You see, even though this is a poison, even though this is so poisonous and a forbidden fruit, okay, unto us, still we still obey. Look at me. When my father did mine, I obeyed. But I cried my life, 15. Excuse me, 5. Whosoever welcomes a little child like this in my name welcomes me. Did you get that? 6. But if anyone calls one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a large millstone hung around his neck and be drowned in the depths of the sea. Do you see judgment? Muhammad is already been drowned in the depths of the sea because he stood on the way of children. His teachings didn't not just end with him. He's still woofering all over the world. The spirit is still moving. That was why you was say Ezekiel prophesied against Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, because these attacks came from there, and against all pharaohs who are of Egypt. Who is all Egypt? Muslim world. Because their papa is the progenitor, Islam. Excuse me, Ishmael is the progenitor of Islam. Everybody knows that. Okay? The spirit that, that is doing this wickedness, it proceeds from them, which is Allah. And you see the judgment. He said, you that stood on the way of children, this is what I'm going to do to you. In fact, he said this one is even better. So, what is Yahushua saying? It will be better. Can I read that again? Most of you are all condemned, 6. But if anyone causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would have been better for him to have a large millstone hanged around his neck and to be drowned in the depth of sea. He said this one, you see, he said that is the smallest, he said is the easiest judgment. He said this is going to be so better on you if I put a large stone on your neck and throw you into sea. That is a bit easy compared to my own judgment. What is Yahushua's judgment? He's just saying, when you stand in the ways of little children, you cause them to sin, like Amina commit murder, like what's the other girl's child's name? I'll remember her name now. Halima also killed herself and killed the man, Sheikh Ibrahim. Okay, to sin. Because Yahweh said that shall not kill. He said, this is what I'm going to do to you. You see, this judgment is even the most easiest. But the one compared to what I'm going to do, I'll put it that large stone, I will still put it on your neck. But you'll be thrown into the lake of fire. This one is just normal water. But my own is fire. That no way out. No mercy. No redemption from nowhere. No forgiveness. So this is what Yahushua says about whosoever that stand in the ways of little children to make them do a thing they shouldn't have been doing, or a thing they shouldn't have done. Like Amina killed 4 people. Halima killed a lot of them like that. You that are responsible for this teaching, which is Muhammad, a large stone to be placed on your neck. That is, you will be drowned inside the lake of fire. The stone is going to drag you to the hottest place in the lake of fire. 7. Woe to the world because of the things that cause people to sin. Such things. Okay, I think I'll be leaving that. Let's rush down now to 10 or 11. 10. Okay. Where am I? Should I be here? And if your eyes... Oh no. Where is it? Where am I reading? Isn't that Matthew chapter 18? We are in Matthew chapter 18. Verses 1 through 11. Or maybe I made mistake to shift. Okay. 6. I read 6 already. Okay, that's 7. Go into the word. Okay. If your hand. Okay. No, I'm not doing that. No way. And if your eyes. How? How come? Hey. Okay. I rather return back to King James. Because there's a place I'm searching for. Let me do King James 18. You see? I couldn't find it there. Let me check 11 now. You see? Oh, you see the error. I'm just seeing this one now. King James. Matthew chapter 18 verses 10. Okay, should I take from mine? And if the eyes, okay, oh, it could be, take heed that ye despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. Did you just get that? He said, don't despise them. Okay, there's error here. Oh my Abba. Oh my Abba. Oh no, I'm just saying that one now. Verse 10, just jump it to another thing. Oh no, NIV. Oh, some area is not good though. Anyways, let's drop that. So, we do that already, you see. He said there are angels in heaven. Be very, he said you should be careful and watchful that you did not despise any. How did they despise any of these children? How do Muhammad despise? Okay, like Amina. She's a child, I beg. What do you know? What do you want to become? I beg, come and do mine. This is how you despise them. You stripped their true identity. You became hindrances. You stopped them on the way. You despise their own feelings, their pains, their depression, their discouragement. You just ignore all that and say it doesn't matter. Yahushua said he will take their call. Let me tell you, you saw this little children that is bringing judgment upon the men that is defiling them. That is Yahushua's judgment. If you said, I'm not getting this, I'm not getting whom I am, you also, I will stop you on the way. Like Amina. And I think Abiyawa that child lives. Okay. But Halima pains me. Her own pains me because she also killed herself. All right now. So, we are done with this. Let's proceed now into another phase. A duty of a wifey. According to Allah, we see already, we are checking the both sides. Remember, Quran 10 verses 94 said Muhammad came to confirm this book. Let me also let you know what Muhammad is confirming is the fallen kingdom. The fallen kingdom of wifey. But still no child bride over there. That's what we are saying. So this is the story of Muhammad and Zainab. Zainab is the wife of Zaid. Okay. Quran 33 verses 37. Zaid is the adopted son of Muhammad. Because at event, every male child of Muhammad would die. Only the girls were living. The male child, they would just die. Okay. So Muhammad now went to go and adopt a son, which is called Zaid. Now, Muhammad also married this Zainab for Zaid, his adopted son. Because, you know, Muslims, according to the rules of Allah, they always cover their faces. Muslim women, they are beautiful. Especially the Moroccan woman. Oh, my Abba. There's one I'm making her for here. She always cover. I alone see her face and her husband and her children. Okay? But when she's going outside, you don't see that beauty. She will wrap her face and all that. Now, Zainab always, you know, as, you know, born Muslim, always wrap her face. Muhammad have never seen how beautiful Zainab is. Until the day Muhammad went to Zaid's house, his son, okay, to have a word with him. Get it there, Zainab, we are not covered. Wow, as soon as Muhammad saw how pretty Zainab is, before you knew it, his heart now became so dirty. He now began to meditate. And Zainab knew. As soon as he left, Zaid came, which is Zainab's husband. Zainab now told her husband, look at how your papa reacted today. Right away, Zaid knew that his father is lusting after his own wife. Right away, Zaid that goes to his papa called Muhammad. He say, this is what my wife told me. You can have my wife, no problem. I can divorce her for you. First of all, Muhammad say, keep your wife and fear Allah. Not too long. Not too long. Is scripture okay? Quran okay? Though say that actually Muhammad had his desire, okay, and when thou said unto him, on whom Allah had whatever confirmed, I beg you, go sit down. Okay, I think I will be reading it here. I wanted to do the other side. I think I will be reading it here. Since we are here already on this topic, let me quickly just establish this one so that I won't forget, like I forgot it in the other one. Now, let's hear what Allah has to say. What a religion. Now, this one, the minister told me, YAHUAH'S. This nonsense. On a wig, papa. Wig, on a wig, on a wig, he wanna wig, on a wig, on a wig. Now listen, Quran 3 verses 37. But when Z had accomplished his want of her, we gave her to you as a wife, so that there should be no difficulty for the believers in respect of the wives of their adopted sons, when they have accomplished their want of them, and Allah's command shall be performed, no doubt. Shandarabo sekeyaba. Iwe ni me mi ala mi owegbegbe. If the me ala mi owegbegbe. Owegbegbe baba. Ona wegbegbe o. This Quranic noble Quran 33 verses 37 said, after Z has already eaten Zainab, they will not took Zainab from the hand of Z, break that marital covenant, and not gave it unto you, Muhammad. What? So that there won't be difficulty. See how mad, see how stupid Allah is. There won't be difficulty for believers if they want to have the wife of their adopted sons. It will be so easy. For this simple reason, Allah abolished abduction. No abduction in Islam. In order for Bambangi service to... I shall not said, your God always hasting to answer your prayer. This is your God, Allah. See another one that blew me off. Let me also read Quran 66 verses 1 through 5. O Muhammad, why do you ban for yourself that which Allah had made lawful for you, seeking to please your wives? Allah has already ordained for you the desolation of your oath. Other remark. Okay, let's see another nonsense. Muhammad wanted to be responsible as a husband because Muhammad has 11 wives or 9 wives. On top of that, Muhammad will still sneak to go and be naki other women. So his wives were against him. So whenever they caught Muhammad will vow and say, I will not do it again. Before you know, he will go the Ojuhe. So until they not caught him this last time, then Muhammad now resolved within his heart, let me be responsible, have a lot of women. Okay, let me stick with my wives. He wanted to be responsible as a husband to fulfill the duty of his wives. So what did Allah do? Muhammad now make oath. He made a oath with his wives and say, I will never dare such a thing any longer. Allah now said, what? Are you mad? We gave these women unto you for Bambangi service. Why are you not saying you don't want to do it any longer? A thing me, Allah make lawful for you, and you just said it's unlawful. I have already destroyed that covenant and that oath. Go and be Bambangi. This is noble Quran. Awake, baby. Oh, now wake, baby. Hey, awake, baby, Baba. Quran 5, Quran 66, verses 1 through 5. Allah said Muhammad shouldn't be responsible. So I quickly want to chip this. We will still return back, okay? Now let's go to her duty as a wife. Genesis 1, or rather 2:18. I beg you. I beg. It's just too much. This is so unbelievable. Now, Genesis 2:18. Listen, the duty of a wife. Listen. Genesis 2:18. And Yahuwah said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a suitable helper. What do you understand by helper? What did you understand by helper? Remember, Holy Spirit is also called helper, to help us. Now, what is the nature? What is the nature of helper? For someone to help you. That simply means to say, you by yourself, you can't do it. You are incapable to do that very thing. You can't help yourself. You are so powerless to help yourself. You don't have the ability to do that very thing for yourself. Someone needs to help you. Just like in the seat of the Holy Spirit, we can't cleanse ourselves. We can't get born again without him. We can't do absolutely nothing. That is why he's called our helper. Okay, to help us to let go flesh, ourselves, our ways that contradict the ways of Abba Yahuwah. Like me, make me a better person. I know who I used to be. A prostitute brought by my dad to come and prostitute and, her life. But Holy Spirit drew me out from that filthy gutter and I cleansed my life. But on my own, I can't do it. If he didn't come into my life, I would have still been there, doing all these dirty things. Okay? He called me out that I'm counting 23 years now, no sexual intercourse. That is the doing of the Holy Spirit. Okay? So this is the seat of a woman for a man. That man, you can't do it except your helper is the wife. Your helper is the woman. She is the one to do it for you. You are incapable. You see those this same-sex, all this LGBT community. You see them. I see some, when I was also talking about them, about a few months ago or last year, I see both men, when they want to have children, they take their semen and put it in woman uterus. So what did they still do? They couldn't do it by themselves. They are incapable in doing that. Therefore, they still come to woman. Allah. No, let me still put some more before I talk to Allah. So now, what is the woman going to be doing as a helper? You get that already? Let's go to Proverbs chapter. We're going to be seeing the job of a woman. Proverbs chapter 14 verses 1. Every wise woman buildeth a house, but the foolish pluck it down with her hands. Now listen. Remember, woman is here to build a man, to help a man or her husband. And Proverbs 14:1 said, a wise woman is going to be building something. What is she going to be building? And is it not same Proverbs chapter 12 verses 1? Proverbs 12, 3 or 4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed, maketh ashamed is an okay, let me just go for a virtuous woman is a crown of her husband. Listen. What is she crowning with her husband with? A virtuous woman. It did not say a virtuous child. A virtuous woman. A wise woman. It did not say a wise child. A suitable helper. It did not say a child. But Allah said child is the one to carry all this heavy duty. Let's go now and see the job the woman ought to do for the husband. Proverbs 31 verses 10 through 31 also is a longer one. Like the vision I saw, this is how all this nonsense was on our head. On our head in our vision. Allah, you are mad, eh? In Yahweh's mighty name. I read Proverbs 31 verses 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above. It did not say a virtuous child. For her price is far above rubies. 11. The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her. So how can a husband, grandpa, trust in a child? Child will run, it will pour everything. Because it's a child, you can't do nothing about that. So that he shall have no need of sport. Child is gonna, you see Amina, she's poor everywhere. You see Alima, she kaput alles. Netherlands said kaput, she's poor everywhere. 12. She would do him good and not evil at all the days of his life. Child know how to do what? 13. She seeketh wool and flies and walketh willingly with her hands. What is child not to? Can child do this? 14. She is like the merchantite ships. She bringeth her food from afar. So child can do all this. She rise also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maid servant. So this is the duty of a child according to Allah. A child can do this, 6 years old, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Can do this? Can do this? 16. She consider a field and buy it. Buy it. With the fruit of her hands, she planted vineyard. She girded her loins with strength and strengthened her hands. 18. And she perceived that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She left her hands to do splendor, and her hands hold the staff. Can child actually do? Let's be real. Let's be real. Allah himself is saying, you are disgracing me. 20. She stretched out her hand to the poor. Yea, she reached forth her hands to the needy. This is how woman is building. All these qualities she's have it for just her husband. 21. She is not afraid of the snow for her household. For all her household are clothed with scarlet. 21. I've done this message, but I don't want to break anything. I just wanted to see the qualification of a woman, what a woman can do for her husband, how she's helping her husband, okay, her occupation, because her husband can do this. It's not his office. 22. She maketh herself coverings of, 20%, and her clothing is slink and purple. That is royalty. And her husband is known in the gates when he sits among the elders of the land. Because of this very woman, because how how am I gonna fix it now? All right, now let's put it in a very simple way. Okay, shit, it's not coming. Don't worry, it will come. So because of this woman, because of this woman character, because of this woman character, everybody in the land knew her husband. That is, this man is getting respect because of the character, the good character, good works of his wife for him. 24. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivered girdles unto the merchants. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. This woman also have a law to pass out. Her law is her office to help. And when she's happy, she's going to be also directly the man, follow me. In this area, this is my seat, and this is my call. And this is my Yahuwah giving duty. Follow me. And the husband will just say, okay, I follow you. 27. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. She's so energized. Okay, she's like a machine working for her husband 19 days. 23, or rather 28. Her children rise up and call her blessed. her husband also, and he praised her. 29. Many daughters have done venturously, but thou excelleth them all. Favor is deceit, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth Yahuwah shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. Are you seeing the qualification of a helper? Are you seeing the job of a helper? Are you seeing the quality of a helper? The values of a helper? Can a child, let's be real now, be having all this qualification? All these qualifications, can this be found in a child? All this character, can a child actually possess these characters? Be real now. A child is a child. There is never no way you can force adulthood from her. She will still remain a child. She's a child. Until she gets of age, she's just a child. You can't do absolutely nothing about that. I would like to read Numbers again for you to know what Abba Yahuwah saying about adulthood. Numbers chapter 1 verses 1 through 3. I read 3. From 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel, thou and Aaron shall number them by their armies. 26 verses 2. Take the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel from 20 years old and upward, throughout their father's house, all that are able to go to war in Israel. So for you to serve as an army in the Holy Land, you must be aged 20 and above, and nothing else. So if men can be going into war at that age to serve their father's land, how much more women that is going to be serving husband, children, husband family, or husband papa, and everybody, siblings? How much more Abba Yahuwah is going to be putting that burden upon a child? A child is going to be handling that office? No. A child, according to that of Abba Yahuwah, is 20 years. It's just 20. Now listen, Exodus chapter 30 verses 12, or rather 11. And Yahuwah spake unto Moshe, saying, when thou takest the sum of the children of Israel after their numbers, then shall they give every man. Okay, let me proceed. After their numbers. Okay, 14. Everyone that passeth among them that are numbered from 20 years old and above shall give an offering unto Abba Yahuwah. Before Abba Yahuwah can recognize you as an adult, you must be 20 years. Before Abba Yahuwah can say you are of age, you are a grown-up person, it's 20 years. But Allah's own is just 6. A sign of uncleanness, blood. Allah said that is a sign of a womanhood. Our own cause, Allah hold it very strong and said that is his own sign. Is this ringing a bell about this religion? Are you going to put up with this religion? Are you not going to be speaking against this religion? Make it broad for people to understand what is among us, what is before us, what is coming after us. Are you not going to blow this on air for everyone to be aware, creating this unique awareness for us to get ready for our enemy that is almost here? Or you want to keep silent? Okay. Okay. Now, in Genesis 2 again, verses 18 through 25, we see Abba Yahuwah just create just one. One man, that is monogamy, one man, one wife. It took just one rib. And this would have made sense if Abba Yahuwah took 4 ribs or 7. This wouldn't have made sense still unto me, that the earth is void, and for quick multiplication, and Abewa, brings about 7 women in order for them to quickly fill the earth with people, with children, offspring of Adam. This still wouldn't have made sense unto me. But Abewa said no. He take it one step after the other. It still took just one rip. Gradually, the earth today, how many billions? Almost 9 billion from just one man and just one woman. Now, what are we saying? In Islam, Allah gave go ahead for 4 wives. And that Allah didn't stop it over there. Even in the paradise. Now, let's go to paradise. I want to talk about paradise. What for? The wonders of Allah. Okay, first Timothy chapter 3 verses 1 through 5. Verses 1 said, if a man desired office of a bishop, he said, you have desired something very precious and good. But you must be a husband of one wife. According to Quran 33 verses 21 said, Muhammad is a perfect conduct. That is to say, Muhammad should have been a mirror from whence the entire world see themselves. So, is the entire world going to be seeing themselves through pedophilia? Through pedophilia. So, the entire world is going to be learning something from that, which means everybody will go to jail. Because the earth, the laws of the land, condemned that. Now, Allah said nothing wrong. When Amina was about to poison 4 people, Allah couldn't review. Just like when that Hebrew woman was about to poison Muhammad, Allah was mute, nowhere to be found. And when Halima wanted to poison Sheikh Ibrahim from Morocco, Allah did not say a word. So that is to say, Allah will push you into a problem. He will hide his head. It's a snake. Now let's go to Allah's paradise. We have so much when it comes to this paradise. Now in Quran 4:24, it gave go ahead to polyandry. Muhammad consummated his marriage, okay, with a 6-year-old child. Okay, Aisha's father Bubakar went on board. Okay. Shandorobosike. What is this? Why did you marry a young? Okay. Yeah, it was. Muhammad was quarreling with his followers. He said, "Why did you marry a child, a virgin? Why that adult? You know, those old people things." Okay. So, but there's a place I wanted to start from. Okay, I think I will drop this first. I'm going to Quran. Oh my Abba, let me search for that. I'm going to be, talking about their paradise. All right, let's do their paradise. Maybe some, I'll just put the picture. You can also do your common find this, about this, their paradise, this horrible paradise. Okay, where is it now? Okay, see what is here. See paradise. Men can rape female. Okay, no, I wanted them to start. Men can rape female as slaves and captives. This is the Quran. Quran 23 verses 66 or so. It's a bit small. Okay, Quran 60 whatever. I'm not saying it very clear. Another Quranic. 3350. Man can rape female. Okay, yes, this is about raping. Okay. Paradise. Okay, let's go to paradise. Sex has, okay, Muhammad, okay, have sex with her, whatever. Night and day. We give the sexual power of 40 men to Muhammad. This is I want to read the wonders of Allah. was given the sexual power of 40 men. Okay, this is the hadith. What is this? I beg. You can read the hadiths. Okay. The people of Allah, the prophet of Allah, okay, the prophet of Allah said, where is it? To say that I was a monk. Okay. Now, Muhammad, according to this very hadith, said Muhammad has 11 wives, night and day, always bang, always sexual. He will service them in the night, he will service them in the day. Okay, so then the disciple asked, how are you doing that? Every night that you just get erection, how? Now listen, the prophet of Allah used to say that I was among those who have little strength for intercourse. Say the wonders of Allah. Then Allah sent me a pot with cooked meat. After I ate from it, I found a strength anytime I wanted to do the work. This is the idea. Now, what is it saying? It was in the dream. He said before he was just a normal man. But when he see himself in a dream, Allah now cooked meat in the pot and served him. He said, as this testimony, as soon as he ate that meat in the dream, anytime you want to do the work for Allah, power is painless. This is prophetic. Do you think that is ordinary for a man to be having sexual intercourse night and day? And that is why everything about this kingdom is only sex. Because Allah has already fed Muhammad. He gave him strength. That is to say, when Muhammad is having sex with this little girl, it is 40 men. He said Allah gave him the strength of 40 men. That is Muhammad plus another 39 demons. Whoo! Having sexual. That is why he damaged this child. This child never have no child of her own. She only spent 9 years. She was 6 years, consumed 9 years sexual intercourse. She spent 9 years with the prophet Muhammad. And some Quran said when Prophet Muhammad, before he died, that it is abomination and forbidden unto Allah after he has passed away, nobody should touch his wife. Aisha himself now narrated in the book of, is this YAHUAH'S? Let me quickly chip this in so that I will not forget it. Yeah. Let me see. Well, that's YAHUAH'S. You see, I'm doing this message in the night because I just came from work because I'm so busy. You know, I took 3 days, a whole 3 days off. Now the job is heavy. I'm going to be overworking my life. Yeah, because I rest already. Yeah, it's YAHUAH'S 50, oh my Abba. Okay, 5825, book 77, hadith 42. Okay, that is where Aisha narrated herself. He said, no woman on earth has ever suffered as Muslim women. He said Muslim women is going through a lot of sufferings. No woman on earth suffered as Muslim women. Aisha himself has to say that. Now, Muhammad will be having sex with another 39 men. When he said a strength of 40 men, which means posts are 40 men still there. No more Muhammad. So that was why he was so strange to every other man and say, how are you doing this job? 11 wives, night and day, bang. You know the tire. How are you doing it? Then Muhammad has shared testimony. Remember, me, I'm sharing testimony and say, this is how Allah did it. Let's go back to their madness. 40 men. That is why it destroyed that little girl. Because technically it was 40 men that were just having sex with Aisha. 40 men. Let's see, goes to paradise. A lot in this paradise. A lot. I put the Quran already. Raping female. Okay. Female captives. Yeah. Just don't bang the way it's paradise. Hey, let me go to... Men can enter if they give Muhammad what is between their legs. Homosexual. He said men can enter Allah's paradise if only they will give Muhammad what is in their laps. Men are rewarded with undefiled virgins. This is paradise, okay? I just go to Wikipedia. Is it Wikipedia? Yeah, Wikipedia. Tap Allah's paradise. Is there? I'll put the references. Quran. Quran 56, 35 to 36. Men will have 72 virgins each. These are the addicts. 72. This is Allah's paradise, okay? We'll still do more. This is about Allah's paradise. 70. This is about Allah's paradise, okay? That also goes to another topic because there's a lot here. But the number of virgins in paradise is limitless. 1 billion or 1,000. Maybe it's going to be 1,000. The virgins will have firm breasts. They said their breasts is a rock of ages. Allah. This is the wonders of Allah. That is Quran, no book Quran. Men will be given the sexual strength of 100 persons. Another nonsense. This is wonders of Allah, okay? In paradise, just click paradise, it's going to be saying rubbish. Now, it said man is going to be given what for? What is the meaning of that? What sense does this make? 1 man equals to 100 men for 1 woman. So, 100 men is going to be having sex with just 1 woman, one after the other. What for? What is the meaning of that? Why can't you just make it simple? Like what we know here on earth, as Romans chapter 1 verses 20 says, the physical one will illustrate the spiritual. Since there is sexual knock-knocking in your paradise, what for? What is the meaning of this? When you created Allah, when you created woman here on earth, did you created 100 men for 1 woman? So what is the reason? I don't really understand. What kind of nonsense? What kind of rubbish is this? How does this make sense? 1 man equals to 100 men. To do what? To do banging, sexual intercourse. I'm not getting it, okay? Because I don't know what is the meaning of this. What is the meaning of this? 1 man equals to 100 persons. Look at it. 1 man. Where is the addicts? Because I don't want to crack my brain. There are some Arabic words I can't read it. And the one that is easy for me to read. So that's why I'm putting. You can screenshot. You can just do your findings by yourself. Man's penis will remain ever erected. This is the nonsense Allah is saying. This is Allah's paradise. That the penis of a man is iron. Islam, Muslim, they are also using this to minister. What for? The penis of man in Allah's paradise is a rod. It will be forever erected. To do what? Okay, now tell me, what is the meaning of this nonsense? How is this making sense? Huh? How? I'm not getting it. Huh? What is this about Abidi? You see paradise. Okay, let me also click homosexual. You're going to be seen. Are you ignoring and do what is shameful? Okay, I beg you. I want to do, okay, let's do pedophilia. So the 72 virgins, all of them are, the 72 virgins, they are just 6 years. Babies. Babies. So this is Allah's paradise. I would still like to go to Allah's paradise marketplace. What for? Can somebody help me make sense, or help me to make it make sense? This somebody I'm talking about is Muslim, eh? Because they are in the best position to tell me what is this for. Why the 100 strength? For what reason? Why can't Allah just make it simple? Like I also questioned Allah. He said that the child will enter her puberty in the house of a man. What is chasing after? You say because not that it's allowed for a husband to have sexual intercourse with her until she is entered puberty. Okay. Until she entered puberty, her husband is not. Then why can't you just wait? What is chasing after you? Why the rush? Why can't you leave the mango or the apple, to wrap? Now, at this another of their collections. I don't care whether you say it's authentic or it's not authentic. It has nothing to do with me because, you know why? In the authentic Quran, the very noble Quran, we see confirmation over there. So what are you saying? And Muhammad, the founder of Islam, we see that from him, 6 years old child. So I don't really care. And we also see all over your books, the reward is only vagina. Breast is like this. Vagina is like so. 40 men is knocking one woman. 100 men, one man is equals to 100 men. For what reason? Only to bang bang. Shame on you. Hadith, volume 4, book 172, number 34. Ali reported that the apostle of Allah said, may his pool and his peace be upon him. There is in paradise a market wherein there will be no buying or selling, but will consist of men and women. When a man desires a beauty, he will have sexual intercourse with them. Now listen, in this paradise of Allah, there is a market. And this market, don't expect to see tomatoes there, yam, plantain, foodstuff, chicken, cow, whatever, all this stuff, those kind of a thing. Don't expect to see that. What is the items to be purchased in this very market, in paradise of Allah? It is only men and women. All right now. So, who is the customer? The buyer. It is man. When a man desires a beauty, he will not go to this market. He will just pick whosoever he wants. He will have sexual intercourse. So if he desires a man, he will pick him. If he desires a woman, he will also pick a woman. So this is the paradise. This is the nonsense. And that's the reason why Allah gave one man equals to 100 men. See, these are virgins, noble Quran. They will sit with boastful, dark-eyed virgins, as river chest as the scatter egg of scatter one more. In the memi alame awake big. In the memi alame awake big baba. In the memi alame awake big oh. In the memi alame awake big oh. Scatter kidney eggs. So they're going to be tearing their anus as egg. Look at the other one. Yes, and we shall wed them to dark-eyed, houris, beautiful virgins. See nonsense. What is this for? Allah indeed is the devil. The devil, that old serpent, is a seducer, is the great whore, is the great powerful prostitute. As Revelation 14:8, Revelation 19:2, Revelation 18:3, and Revelation 17:1 and 2 said, the great whore. See nonsense. See how seductive his words is. Look at what he is using to seduce Muslims. Yes, we shall wed them to dark-eyed houris, beautiful virgins. That is Quran 44, 51 through 55. Quran 52, 17 through 20. Look at another nonsense. They shall recline in the couch, regard on. I beg, they irritate me. It's okay. It's okay. Because it's not making no sense. 72 virgins. Their eyes also is going to be dark. You see, so, but the number of virgins in paradise is limitless. 1,000. 100 pieces. Okay, I will screenshot all this. Forever erected penis. Okay, I have them. All right, so this is their paradise. Okay, I think. Okay, should we go to the other place? Let us also go there. Muhammad's sexual lifestyle. That I forgot the Quran. Allah said, when a believer's, let's say, believer in Nigeria, when they comes to Netherlands to visit a Muslim believer, he said in every corner there is a virgin there for them to knock. He said in every corner. So they will just go there and pick a woman and also enjoy them. In every corner there is food prepared for the Muslim. Okay, what is the woman getting? Why is it Allah benefit is only the men? What is Allah having? Okay, Allah, what is the plans for women? So women don't have plan? You don't have plan for women? Women, excuse me. Nothing at all. So women is not, is not getting no benefit at all. Only the male. When a man desire beauty, when a man come to visit believer here, and when a man blow off himself, 72 virgins. So what about the women? What happens to the women? You see our own. It is eternal. You see the seat of woman. When YAHUAH want to bring about his own son, he came to us women because YAHUAH couldn't do it himself. That is Luke chapter 1, 26 through 35. He came to the woman. Now, okay, the vision I saw. That of Sister Baby. I think I will be narrating the other one. I'm tired already. Like the vision I saw, okay, a few days ago, that the first banner, 4 categories of women in that vision, like open field. The very first banner rating Holy Bride, but defied. They put on Muslim hijab. Then the second one, pure Muslim aborigine. That one is their own. And the third bride, Holy Bride, the third tent, like kind of canopy. The banner was over there, Holy Bride. And the very fourth one, and this Holy Bride also have that hijab on her head, but dressed in a normal daily basic dressing we normally use here, our normal dressing here on earth. But the first one was on a white garment, but stained with blood. And that black hair tie of Muslim was on her head. The second one, they were all dark Muslim bride, aborigine. That one, not that. But the third one also dressed normal, but that had just black clothes on her head. It says Holy Bride. They were all children. While the fourth one, again, similar to the third one, the fourth one was single mother rejected bride. That is, he said that that was the category I fall or I belong. But I'm not there in YAHUAH'S mighty name. Okay, I'm out. Now, that fourth one also dressed normal, just like the third, but also have that whatever hijab on her head. And the fourth one was in this put on sackcloth. That is with a heavy heart, a sobriety of it is finished. All hope is gone. You know when somebody loses hope in life, that was how that one looks like. And the other graveyard, the side of the man, okay, where the actual husband of the third and the fourth, but they were buried in the open grave. Then I said, In my left hand, a guy was standing. A guy was just standing very close to me. But I wasn't seeing him. And I was just so desperate in that vision. I was still looking, where is the man? Where is my husband? Where is my husband? But the person was just standing at my left-hand side. But I couldn't see. Then I began to ask Abayiwa, what is the meaning of that? He said, that is the spare of Allah. That the right person will stand before you. You can see. He said that is despair, singleness, and rejected. You can see. You cannot see the right person for you. Rather, your face is going, is it this? Like Matthew chapter 16, verses 13 through 19, whereby Yahushua said, what do people say? What is people saying about me out there? He says, some say you are Elijah, some say you are the John the Baptist, some say you are Jeremiah, some said you are one of these prophets. And that is the situation of a wrong husband. Oh, is he Elijah? You will go there. Oh, it's not. Oh, is it Jeremiah? You will also go now for Jeremiah. Oh, it's not. Okay, and maybe it's John the Baptist, another one comes. Oh, it's not. Or maybe it could be anyone. You'll just be jumping in and jumping out. And that is the spare of Allah. The real husband, he had it somewhere. And you see, the women that were, you know, those ones that were holy bride, but blood-stained on their head, on their garments, and that nonsense on their head. YAHUAH said, it is the pollution of Allah. Allah said in Quran 4, verses 24, that Muslim men can have sexual intercourse with married women. He said the battle of Aitas in the occasion of Huni, Muhammad sent forth his military to go and raid. And as they succeeded raiding both men and women, they dragged them down. And they feel reluctant to have sexual intercourse with the women because their husbands were pagan. The women, their husband lives. That was how Allah sent forth these Quranic verses. That it is wrong for you to have sexual intercourse with married women. Allah said, except those your right hand possesses. After their waiting period is complete, that is after to be sure that is 3 months, to be sure that their husband, or rather they are not pregnant for their husband. Afterwards, bang them, even in the presence of their husband. That is the blood stain in the holy women. Okay. For that, or Sister Baby, I'm tired already. All right, family, I think I'll be dropping it over here because if we have to read all the Quranic of Muhammad says perversion, that a girl now offer herself unto Muhammad according to what Allah also said, that any woman that offered themselves unto Muhammad, Muhammad have the right to knock and to bang them. Remember, it's 1 man equals to 40 men, Allah miracles. Now, a lady now also offer herself unto Muhammad. Then the parents of this very respected lady now begin to quarrel her and say, you know this prophet is a womanizer. Is a womanizer. Now, mostly, if they want to justify this, they will be quoting Khadija. Khadija is the first wife of Muhammad. Khadija was 40 years old, while Muhammad was 25 years old. And Khadija was a Catholicism. Her religion was Catholicism, from whatever, Catholicism, okay? She was a widow also. Muhammad was 25. He only married to Khadija because of her wealth. Muhammad did not marry to Khadija because he wanted to. He only married her because of her properties, because of her money. That is a fact. So you cannot use Khadija to justify Aisha. So they said it is, yes, Allah revealed it. But Khadija, Muhammad only went there because of money. That's it. Okay. So, Prophet is a womanizer. He's just a womanizer. Allah said, should I read that? Let me search for that. All right. Since I'm here already, let me quickly read this. Where is it? Habudahu also. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh. the apostle of Allah, may his peace and his peace be unto him, sent a military expanse to Altars on the occasion of the Battle of Huni. They met their enemy and fought with them. They defeated them and took them captives of the compassions of the apostle of Allah, may his peace and his peace be upon him, we are reluctant to have intercourse with the female captives in the presence of their husbands, who were unbelievers. So Allah, the most exalted, what bear you are, sent down the Quranic verses, chapter 4, verses 24, and all married women are forbidden unto you, save those captives whom your right hand possesses, that is to say, they are lawful for them when they complete their waiting period. You see nonsense, Abu Dahu? You see rubbish. It is right for you to bang a woman whose husband lived, they are still alive. You see rubbish. Okay, let's go to polyandry. So that was the stain in the holy women garment. That was the stain. That was the stain. Okay. Now, Sahih Bukhari 93:639. Okay, 93:639. The Prophet of Islam would recite the Holy Quran with his head in Aisha's lap when she was menstruating. Sahih Bukhari, the Prophet used to go to, have sexual relation with all his wives. Okay, that is where Allah did wonders. The Prophet used to visit all his wives around during the day and night. That is Sahih Bukhari 268. Sahih Bukhari again 63:11. I feel that your Lord hastened to fulfill your wishes and desire. That this is Aisha, okay, when the Allah grants Zainab, Muhammad's adopted son, as a wife not unto Muhammad. Sahih Bukhari 83424. One of whatever Muhammad ordered to women to suck a grown-up man with her breast, so that he will become unlawful to her, meaning that they can live under the same roof. You see Allah, you see nonsense. A married woman should be breastfeeding elderly man. He said by so doing is to stop sexual lust towards both of them. What a mess. Okay. Atabari 9137. Allah granted whatever of Muhammad has booty. Women is Muhammad's booty. Okay. There is a place I was looking for. Anyways, I think I will drop it here. Tabari, okay, asked messenger of whatever when the prophet close. Okay, Sophia, the one that killed her husband, they lit fire on his chest, killed her husband, killed her father, killed her brother, and now take Sophia. Here is it. You are a self-respected. Okay, the one I just quoted. This is it. So this is Islam. This is Prophet of Islam. Okay. There are a lot. I don't know. I saw a lot. I don't know where. Okay, Australia, we have made lawful. Okay, we read that already. Quran 33:50 about Zainab. You may put off whom you want to. Okay. Arrogant Allah, because the wife complained. Allah said he should divorce anyone he wanted to divorce. Oh, Prophet, why do you ban for? We read that already. Okay, we also read this already. Okay. When she no, okay, I think I will leave it over here. I don't know where I kept those ones. There were a lot whereby Allah said that if a woman offer herself unto Muhammad. Muhammad have the right to bang her. I read it a few days ago now. Let me see if I can found it. I would also like to put this. Muhammad was, it was a superman, semen all over. Sahih Bukhari 4232. Muhammad's wives won't wash semen, that is sperm, stain out of his cloth, which, which were still wet from the spot, cleaning even when he went to the mosque for prayers between copulations and prayer. It is a word, he will quickly knock. That semen will even stain his own garment. So his wife will now, according to other places I read, they said Aisha will now use water to erase it, but the spot will still be wet. What is that? Okay, no problem. Since we are saying the matter, let me drop it over here. Thank you, Abba. I love you so much. To you be all glory, honor, adoration. Thank you for this wonderful journey. Give you all the glory, because this is for a reason. That the very reason you sent out this message for will be accomplished, eternal to the glory of your mighty name. Thank you, Abba, for breaking the cord of singleness of your people's life. Rejection, thank you for destroying it. Totally bright, thank you for you found them already, their husband. I thank you for the resurrection. I bless your holy mighty name, the holy wise. I thank you for removing the blood stain. Thank you for removing a jab out of our heads. Thank you, Abba, for crowning us with our husband, because you said a Ventuasuma is the crown of our husband. Thank you, my Abba, in your mighty name. Amen and amen. Husband, your wife is in the camp of Allah. You need to pray by yourself. Wife, your husband. Okay, husband, your wife, yes. Wife, your husband is also in the camp of Allah. You need to pray for Yahuwah to bring your husband to you, not just to pray. Do the needful. Repentance, follow the instruction of Abba Yahuwah, seek it first, the kingdom of Abba Yahuwah and his righteousness. Every other thing will be added unto you. Remember in Genesis 3, Allah attacked, that is where he struck. He stole the woman from the man, because woman is to help to build. So now you see, Allah stole, and he's using that glory for himself. That woman should be bringing forth children. You see that of King Solomon, that I will lay with 100 women this night, and they're going to be bringing forth sons that will fight in Allah's cause. Abba Yahuwah goes to woman for help. Allah also comes to woman for help. Allah came to women, not just one woman. Abba Yahuwah goes to just one. Allah came to women. You see, he put his ajab. He said that is the crown of death, and that is the crown of Allah. And he said, I own all to myself. You lie. I'm not your river. You lie. The people of the book will be set free. Thank you, my Abba. Bless your holy mighty name. Amen. All right, now family, Shabbat, we do that of Jesus. Maybe with that, I will narrate that of Sister Baby. I'm really tired. I will be narrating that. All right. Thank you, my Abba. I love you so much. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.